Well, a very good evening and welcome to Citizen Debates 2022. Whichever part of the country or the world you are watching us from, we are live from the Citizen TV studios today. And this is the inaugural edition. Today, we are focusing on the gubernatorial race in Kiambu County, county number 22. And my name is Wahiga Mwaura.
Nami naitwa Mashirima Kapombe na kukaribisha kwenye mdahalo huu ambao utakuwa unaendeshwa kwa lugha mbili rasmi za taifa hili la Kenya. Lugha ya Kiswahili na lugha ya Kiingereza.
Well, let's get straight into it, and we're going to be inviting the candidates on stage at this moment. And remember, the order in which they come was determined by a lottery that happened a bit earlier on the program, and this is how we're going to invite them now on stage.
Na bila shaka tunataka kuanza na aliyekuwa gavana wa Kiambu ambaye ni William Kabogo. Anawania ugavana mara hii katika uchaguzi wa Agosti tarehe 9 kupitia chama cha Tujibebe wa Kenya.
Right, and following straight after that, we are joined by Mwende Gatabaki, who's a gubernatorial candidate on an independent ticket for Kiambu County. Remember, these candidates are looking for a share of the 1.275 million registered voters as per IEBC data in Kiambu County.
Na bila shaka na mbunge wa Thika mjini anawania kiti hichi kama mgombea huru na si mwingine ni Patrick Wainaina maarufu kama Jungle.
All right, and that's right, Mashriman. Joining us also is Kimani Wamatangi, the current senator for Kiambu County, vying on a UDA ticket. And he also is joining us for this particular debate as they seek to be the next governor of Kiambu County.
Na bila shaka tuko nao wagombea wetu wanne kutoka kaunti ya Kiambu. Kukumbusha tu ni kwamba wagombea wote walialikwa kwenye mdahalo huu, lakini kwa sababu wanazozijua wenyewe, wengine hawakuweza kufika hapa katika studio zetu. Lakini kama unataka kujumuika nasi kupitia mjadala huu, ningependa tu uweze kututumia arafa kupitia nambari 22422 au kupitia mitandao ya kijamii ukitumia alama ya reli Citizen Debates.
Thank you very much. And indeed, we are live on Citizen TV and Inoro TV as well. We actually had a bit of this discussion earlier on Kiririmbi, hosted by Francis Kashuri, our political editor. And he'll be joining us a bit later on the broadcast, even as we carry on with that. But let me now begin by welcoming our gubernatorial candidates to the program. Karibu Sana. And our first question today is, help Kenyans understand, why do you want to be the next governor of Kiambu County? And let me start with former Governor Kabogo in 1 minute. First Governor Kabogo. Proceed.
It's a simple thing. I was the pioneer governor of Kiambu County. There are certain things that we did, and these are things that made everyone in the whole country, even the world over, happy with the way we ran government in Kiambu. We set up government in 14 months, fully fledged government, and we were able to do the things that we did in 3.8 years. Best healthcare schemes in the country, Biashara Fund for women, youth, and persons living with disability. We also did the digitization of revenue that moved our revenue from 700 million a year to 2.7 billion, where it still is stuck today. So I am the best available today to take Kiambu to the next level.
Okay, thank you.
The most interesting thing, that we would want to deal with is the unemployment level in the county of Kiambu, being the second most populous county in the Republic of Kenya. And this is only possible by way of introduction of a new Biashara Fund, a Fuliza Fund sort of.
Naam, asante sana aliyekuwa gavana wa Kiambu na gavana wa kwanza katika kaunti ya Kiambu. Tusonge mbele kwa Bi Mwende Gatabaki. Kwa nini unataka kuwa gavana wa Kiambu?
Thank you. Let me start by saying I was born in Githunguri, which is in Kiambu County. I grew up there. I went to all my schooling there. I went to Limuru Girls, which is also Limuru County. Its sub-county is also part of Kiambu. I went to Kenyatta University. I've got all my education there. I've grown up there, born there, grown up there. I have seen Kiambu at its top level. I've seen Kiambu, which used to lend the national government money. I've seen Kiambu that was the come and see. People used to come and see our dairy sector, our coffee, our agricultural sector, to what it is today, a Kiambu that can hardly feed itself. People are going hungry. A Kiambu where our core issues are social issues. Kiambu today is leading on social issues. It's leading on alcohol and drug abuse. It's leading on suicide rate. It's leading on rape cases, things that were totally unheard of in those days. Why I am very keen to take this place and why I find it, is that nobody, not even my candidates here, are talking about social issues. And yet that is the one thing that's ailing Kiambu today.
Okay.
So as a woman, as a mother, I find it very important that we must bring these issues out and address them before we can do anything else.
Okay.
Because it doesn't matter what kind of roads, what kind of infrastructure we build if our homes are broken. So I find it very important, and I'm taking this, and I've taken this step forward so that I can also start by dealing with our social issues which are killing our people.
Thank you. Honorable Patrick Wainaina, you want to move from leading Thika Town to the county of Kiambu. Briefly tell us why.
Niwasalimie wakaji wote wa Kiambu, niwaambie na niseme shukran kwa sababu ya kutupatia nafasi nyingine tena. Nimekuwa mbunge wa Thika miaka 5, tumefanya kazi, tumefanya barabara, tumeweka maji, tumefanya vikundi vya akina mama, akina baba, economic empowerment, na wakaji wa Thika wameona Wainaina Wajango amehitimu. Sasa tumtoe standard 8, tumpeleke form 1 na kuendelea. Kwa hivyo kwanza nipige asanti na niseme Kiambu, shida ya Kiambu ni moja tu. Ni viongozi. Kiambu kiangalia iko na rasilimali za kutosha, watu ni werevu zaidi. Tuseme ukaangalia pale tuko ukilinganisha na Nairobi, Kiambu ndio ingekuwa bedroom. In fact Kiambu ndio bedroom sasa ya Nairobi. Kiambu iko na ukulima mzuri, viwanda, na mimi vile na pale nimesimama niseme mimi ni mhandisi ama ni engineer, na mimi ni mtu mwenye biashara, mfanye biashara. Saa hii Kiambu haitaki wanasiasa. Kiambu inataka CEO, inataka kiongozi. Hii maneno ukiangalia maneno ya ufisadi imekuwa zaidi sana hapa Kiambu. Inataka mtu ambaye anasimama aseme ufisadi imetosha, sasa tulete watu wako na uaminifu. Na hata tukisema tunataka hii kiti ya ugavana, tafadhali wewe simama utuambie ni nini ushafanya. Okay. Wanaenda Wajango pale amefanya pale Thika. Kuna vitu nimesimamisha nikasema niko na track record. Ni nani mwingine ako na track record ya Wajango? Watu wa Kiambu, Jango is the best governor for you.
Hai, Bwana Kimani wa Matangi, umehudumu kama seneta wa Kiambu miaka 10. Kwa nini sasa unataka kuwa gavana wa kaunti hiyo?
Thank you. Let me take that question in English. I'll answer the others in Kiswahili as I find fit.
Proceed.
Just for intro, but can I first start by appreciating the initiative that you have come up with to allow indeed governance as is allowed in our constitution by public participation, because I believe this is a unique opportunity for our people in Kiambu to perceive issues. And when we go to the elections, we've insisted persistently that let our people vote out of information and knowledge. And so I first want to take the opportunity to thank the station for setting up this debate. And I'm sure then that when members of our county make that decision, they'll make that based on the information and knowledge that they get from here. Now, and then coming to the issue, why do I think that I would be the best governor for the county of Kiambu? And you have inferred indeed correctly that I've been the senator for 10 years. And that is probably one of the most unique reasons why I believe that I would be best placed to hit the reset button for the county of Kiambu. Now, why do I say reset button? Remember, when we inaugurated our constitution in 2010, and 2013 we did our first elections, which then rolled out devolution. The intention was to ensure that services that are rendered to our people are made not only better but more efficient. And what the hope of devolution was that we were going to move from the old system where we had municipal councils and other form of governments into a more and better system. Now, having said that, then if you look at when we started in Kiambu, if you would look and compare with the other 46 counties.
Okay, and I'll ask you to be brief, even as you...
Yes, if you look at the other 46 counties, we should have been way ahead by now. And what happens is that right from the onset, we got it wrong and started moving backwards, if you like. And continuously, the other regimes that have come in after the first one have continued in that direction. And that is why you find that Kiambu, that used to be a county that you would be proud of and that people are proud of, now has a lot of issues that you can't even begin to imagine. Number one, look at for example, we have money owed to the residents of Kiambu in form of pending bills in excess of 5 billion. We owe our own workers in the county over 5 billion. For a county that receives annually about 13 billion, up from 5 billion from the year 2013, of course, given the efforts that I have put as a senator, and having hoped then that increasing those revenues to 13 billion would amount to better services.
And because we're getting into specifics,
then we have Wahiga.
I will stop you there.
Then we have
We'll
Wahiga.
get into specifics, Senator. We will get into specifics.
Yes.
I'll come back to you.
But let me finish my point. Let me finish the point, Wahiga.
It has to be one point. Senator.
Yes.
What is? Please go ahead.
On the issues that I believe that we should resolve. One, I've mentioned about pending bills. Number two, I've mentioned that as of now, that indeed we are technically insolvent. If Kiambu was a going concern,
technically insolvent, let's hold it there.
Then we would definitely be up for auction.
First, Governor Kabogo, let me come to you now, and I want to talk briefly on the question of corruption. Yes. Your successor, the last elected governor in Kiambu County, was actually impeached. As you look at what you would do should they pick you as the next governor, how will you, or how different will your story be should Kiambu residents pick you as the next governor, with that in mind?
The story speaks for itself. If you look at the kind of revenue we were collecting 2016, 2017, I told you 2.7 billion. We had sealed all loopholes of revenue leakage. You will find that in the last 3-4 years, they have increased rates, they have increased fees, and yet the amounts are still 2.7 billion. We set up systems as the first governor of the county. We set up systems, and things were being done in accordance with systems. So those systems were shelved when Governor Waititu came to office. And you will see when we sit here preaching and talk about our experiences, Wahina, the role of the Senate is to protect counties. So when Governor Waititu was removed, what is it our senator did to make sure that these things don't happen?
Okay, I will ask him that question, but let me ask you this.
I'm trying to say how it is you can protect. It can be done locally. I would never have done anything, Wahina, when outside. But if I happen to go in, it's a simple switch to systems.
So whilst you are in office,
yes,
you on at least one occasion snubbed senators when they summoned you for a county audit. Why is that?
Initially,
as transparent as you want us to believe.
Initially, from the county, from the governor's summit, we had not agreed whether we were to appear. But you will remember that I am the only one out of the 47 that appeared and cleared accounts for 3 consecutive years. I'd actually even told the chair of the PSC committee, where our senator sits, that in any day that you invite a governor from anywhere and they don't show up, Kiambu is just next door. Please call us. We'll be more than happy. So initially we did not go, but finally we made a trip there, sometimes once or twice in a month.
So it was not that you had anything to do with it?
No, nothing to do with it.
Naam, Bi Mwende Gatabaki, kuna swala ambalo Bwana Kabogo hapo ameliibua kuhusiana na ukusanyaji wa ushuru. Je, kuna shida katika ukusanyaji na kuelekeza ule ushuru unanywa hadi katika county na matumizi yake?
And allow me to speak in English. I'm more fluent in English. Let me say, first of all, I think what the senator has done, it gives you a background of where the status of where Kiambu is. And that background, you know, when we talk about a turnaround, it tells you Kiambu needs a turnaround. You cannot turn around a county or even an organization if you're the one who has been there for 10 years. If you're the one who's been there for 5 years, you cannot be the one turning around. First of all, turning around Kiambu needs fresh blood. Turning around Kiambu needs someone with leadership skills, which are lacking today, and needs someone with management excellence, It needs someone with experience and expertise in operational